So we're going to double check our ducks from last night. This morning we went there and the fog was so thick you couldn't see 150, 200 yards until 11 o'clock. And so we never actually saw our ducks in our spot from yesterday afternoon. I'm assuming that they're still there. There's no reason for them to have left. I think they just didn't feed this morning, or if they did, we couldn't see them. We heard some in the air kind of trading back and forth. So anyways, we're running behind. We had to brush all our layout lights, but we got that done for the week. So gonna roll back by the house, drop the trailer off, and then hightail it down to this little wheat field, and hopefully it's got as many in it tonight as it did last night. Southwest. You need to send me a pin.
Okay.
Send me a Google pin, any kind of a pin, so I can look up the landowner.
Okay. Send it in right now.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, we just told that we already had something lined up for tomorrow that we could hunt it Monday. He said, "Yeah, go at it."
Okay. Well, whatever y'all think, we can compare notes when we get back. I'm okay either way. I just wanted y'all to, before you left the area, I wanted you to know I didn't have anything I didn't have a slam dunk lined up.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll talk to you in a bit.
All right. All right, bye.
When I was a kid, Will Primos had a video series called The Truth, and it was all about not staging stuff and the truth behind hunting. And when you watch our episodes and everybody else's episodes from Canada, what you see is the very best stuff. You see the best kill shots, you see the best groups, you see the successes, and it's very rare that you see the failures. But on this episode, what we're gonna show you is two different groups of ducks. They were 20 miles apart, that absolutely kicked our butt. And it's not much fun to watch back because they were absolutely enormous groups of ducks. Like one of them, I would venture to say, was in the 30 to 40,000 duck range, maybe more. I just am afraid to put a bigger number on it. But the other group was probably 5,000 ducks. And on both hunts, I don't think we killed more than 15 ducks. Not because the ducks didn't get up and fly, not because the weather didn't cooperate. In fact, on both hunts, we had a perfect amount of wind. We had a perfect amount of, it was clear skies. Like, it was just all the things that you want. In fact, on one of them, the wind was actually out of the southeast, which means when the sun rises in the southeast and the ducks are setting up from the northwest, it puts the sun right in their eyes. And it's like, it's a cheat code, as we say. But both of these groups of ducks, we found out later, had been hunted every week since the beginning of the season. We were there at the end of October, and so for 6 or 7 weeks, an outfitter had been just beating the brakes off of them. Or at least, I guess it slacked up towards the end, but they were hard on them and putting pressure on them and bumping them around and killing them. And look, this video is not to throw shade at any outfitter. Like, they're trying to make a living. I get it. We ain't upset about the outfitter. This video is just to show the amount of pressure or the amount of effect that pressure has on those ducks and how they work and how their ability to learn and adapt and really be able to see a spread and tell what it is. Because on both of these hunts, we had exemplary hides and we had, quite frankly, perfect setups from a decoy standpoint, and we had groups of ducks that were only ducks, not geese involved, so no shenanigans, pure duck hunting for our duck nerds. The first hunt is a feed that Drake and Riley and Rich found one afternoon, and when I say these ducks covered the hillside for a section or a section and a half, they had it was a green colored field with some kind of a regerm weed or something like that, that was black. It was a slough beside it that was 1.5 miles long, and it looked like you couldn't put another duck on that slope. And those ducks would get up and they'd fly and they'd settle on a spot in this field. And I mean, when they got up and flew, it looked like, you know, they'd black the sun out, literally. The sky'd be black. As far as you could see, every direction would be ducks flying around. And we just thought, this is a no-brainer. All those ducks have to do, if there's 50,000 ducks right there, 40,000 ducks, whatever it is, all they have to do is get up in groups of 10, 15, 20, just, you know, make a loop, give us a shot. Like, we don't have to have more than a dozen of these groups do it. Surely we can shoot our ducks out of this. Well, we were wrong. They'd get up and they'd spin and they'd spin. And the groups of like the 6s and the 8s and 12s and stuff like that, we did all right. We shot some of them. But when the big groups would get up, you know, 2,000, 3,000 at a time, they would fly real big and just kind of, you know, map out the whole field. And then they'd end up landing somewhere behind us or, you know, over to our west. And as soon as they did, I don't know, I guess they got CB radios in their pockets and they'd breaker, breaker, everybody come feed, and the whole water would get up and go feed. And so, you know, like I said, you want to see how you get your butt kicked? That's how you get your butt kicked. A group of 30,000 of the smartest mallards you've ever seen, all working together to make sure they don't get shot at.
I don't have many words.
Look at him. I mean, just.
I don't know what happened there. I'm buffering.
I mean, we've not even had to listen to no gooses today or nothing. Just one look down here. Look at them now getting together. Look at that right there. Bang!
chicken. Basic.
No, yeah, you just all have to take a layup. You just let them all get in.
That's
Go buck them in.
it's that.
You know, the other side of the other hunt that this same week, a couple days later, that we really thought was just going to be an absolute smash. We had a pea field, which ducks absolutely love those peas up there, and pea stubble is great because it's real viney and it kind of it's three-dimensional, so it piles up on top of the blinds really good. Man, we had just a huge couple thousand ducks feeding by themselves. A few snow geese in the area and on the same roost, but not in the same feed. And you know, for duck nerds like Drake and Riley, that's a recipe for success. Pea field, great hide, only ducks. No, got our butt kicked. In fact, got our butt kicked that morning and thought, well, they didn't all fly, so let's go eat some lunch and come back and do it in the afternoon. And I'm telling you, these ducks kicked our butt again that afternoon. Still hurts my soul. I guess the moral of the story is sometimes the ducks win. You don't have to like it. Sometimes they win. And I guess the old adage is that's why they call it hunting and not shooting.